Have you decided to add a new dog to your family home, but you're not sure which breed is for you because there's so many to choose from? You're unsure about the benefits of larger breeds versus smaller breeds? Well, in this video, we'll take a look at two very different sized breeds, the Chihuahua and the Malinois. Welcome back to the Fenrir Chihuahua Show. If this is your first time here, my name's Charlie and I'm a certified canine leader here at FenrirCanineLeaders.com. Everything we do here is dedicated to helping you find the perfect breed for you and then helping you become a high-level canine leader who can raise the perfect canine companion. If that sounds like you, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to make sure you never miss another upload of the Fenrir Chihuahua Show. So let's dive into today's video where we'll be comparing these two beautiful breeds. Let's begin today's video by taking a brief look at the history of the Chihuahua. The exact origins of the Chihuahua are a little unclear, but there is a couple of theories. One theory is that they're descendants of the Central or South American dog known as the Tecachi. Toltec carvings dating back to the 9th century show a large-eared dog with a round head that closely resembles the Chihuahua. When the Aztecs conquered the Toltecs, they took the Tecachi into their society. They remained a part of the Aztec society until the Spanish conquered them in the 1500s and faded away. The second theory is that there were small hairless dogs from China brought over to Mexico by Spanish traders that were bred with native dogs. The Chihuahua, as we recognise it today, was first discovered in Mexico in 1850, where they were first discovered in the state of Chihuahua. It was from here they adopted their name. They made their way to America towards the end of the 19th century and were first registered by the American Kennel Club in 1904. The Belgian Malinois, as the name suggests, originated in Belgium. They're one of 4 varieties of Belgian sheepdogs that were developed in the late 19th century. The modern-day Malinois can be traced back to this time, and more specifically to a breeding pair owned by a Belgian shepherd named Adrian Janssens. In 1885, he purchased a rough-haired fawn dog called Voss that he used to herd flock, but also bred with a short-haired brindled brown dog named Leash. After this initial mating, Voss was bred with his daughters to further establish the line of grey rough-haired and short-haired Malinois and fawn rough-haired and short-haired Malinois. Today, Voss and Leash are recognised as the ancestors of all modern Belgian Shepherd dogs, as well as the Bouvier and the Dutch Shepherd. Breeders decided to give each variety of Belgian Shepherd their own names. A breeder named Louis Huguebart had done a lot to popularise the fawn short-haired Malinois in the city of Malines. The Malinois name was adopted from this city to refer to the fawn short-haired Belgian Shepherd. Huguebart recognised that there was a lack of sheep in Belgium towards the end of the 1800s and turned to showcasing the Malinois' intelligence, obedience and loyalty. Because of this, they were used in the early 20th century as guard dogs and draft dogs, and they were also the first breed to be used by the Belgian police. During the First World War, they had many roles in the military, including messenger dogs, Red Cross dogs, ambulance cart dogs, and even light machine gun cart dogs. After the First World War, many American servicemen brought back Malinois and other Belgian Shepherd dogs. The first Belgian Shepherd Club of America was formed in 1924, and they were officially recognised by the American Kennel Club shortly after. Chihuahuas are small, compact dogs with massive personalities. Both male and female Chihuahuas stand at a height of 10 inches or 25 centimetres at the withers and weigh up to 6 pounds. There are many different accepted colours of Chihuahua. In fact, there is approximately 40 different colours and colour combinations. Only one colour is never accepted, and that's Merle. As previously mentioned, they're extremely compact little dogs, but despite this, everything about their appearance is perfectly proportionate. They have rounded heads with short, slightly pointed muzzles and a well-defined jawline. They have large ears that flare out, set at an angle of 45 degrees. The Chihuahua has both short and long hair coats, which are soft to touch and naturally sleek. The Belgian Malinois is a medium-sized Belgian Shepherd that is often confused with the German Shepherd. They're a short-haired fawn-coloured dog with a black mask. Males will grow to a height of 26 inches or 66 centimetres at the withers and weigh up to 75 pounds or 34 kilograms. Females are a little bit smaller with a maximum height of 24 inches or 61 centimetres and weighing up to 60 pounds or 27 kilograms. Their coats are short and straight, and their fur is particularly short around the head, ears and lower legs. They do have slightly longer hair around the neck, forming a collar, but not so long that it stands out. They are a double-coated breed that generally sheds twice a year. They'll need brushing at least twice a week to keep their coat healthy and to encourage new growth. Chihuahuas are a popular companion dog due to their intellect and spirited nature. Although cautious by nature, they are fine around people once they get to know them. They will assess a situation or person. They're known to have a stubborn streak. However, good socialization and training will ensure that your Chihuahua is the perfect canine companion. It's worth noting that if they're not socialised and trained from a young age, Chihuahuas can become a little dominant and harder to manage. It will take time to train your Chihuahua. They're highly intelligent but like to do things at their own pace. They can learn both obedience and commands as well as being capable of learning a few tricks. However, a common misconception is that the Chihuahua is just a lap dog. They are a big dog in a tiny body. They're alert and feisty and will certainly not shy away from defending themselves when they need to. They don't require excessive amounts of exercise. In fact, 30 minutes a day of play and walk is sufficient. However, they do need plenty of mental stimulation to keep their minds active and stop them from potentially becoming destructive. The Malinois is an intelligent and active breed that truly thrives in many tasks. They have a great deal of stamina and enjoy working, which makes them a great breed for police work, search and rescue, and performance events like agility. They're also a sensitive breed and don't respond well to harsher training methods. Due to this combination of high energy and sensitivity, they're not recommended for first-time owners and instead for those experienced with dog training. They love everyone to be included in all family activities, so they're not well suited to a home where the family's out every day, at school or at work. They're quick learners and eager to please, and as we've already touched upon, they thrive at dog sports, but they also love to play. They've been described as having a high play drive, as almost everything you ask them to do is like play to them. You should address this desire to play through exercise. They're a very high energy breed and you should try to aim for at least 90 minutes of exercise each day, which is best split into 3 30-minute sessions. It's not just physical exercise they need, but also mental stimulation, so try and incorporate this as part of a variety of games and exercises like runs, walks, hikes, fetch, a game of hide and seek, puzzle games and snuffle mats. Without mental stimulation and physical exercise, Malinois can become destructive and show behaviours like barking, chewing, anxious pacing, going to the toilet in the house and general destructive behaviour. So be sure you can dedicate plenty of time to exercise when choosing a Malinois, because a tired dog is a happy dog. With other pets and dogs, Chihuahuas generally are good around them, especially if they've grown up with them. However, they're not always recommended for families with young children. Chihuahuas have a small and fragile frame, and small children and toddlers might naturally be a little too rough around them, which can cause the Chihuahua injury. They're so small they can easily be stepped on when the situation gets a little too excitable. Not only can this cause physical damage to your Chihuahua, but it could also cause them to become anxious in the future. Like all dogs, interactions between a Chihuahua and a child should always be well supervised by an adult. That's not to be said that a Chihuahua couldn't coexist with young children, but it would require a lot of work and training. As well as teaching your children how to behave and react around them, it's also essential that you socialise your Chihuahua to different ages and breeds of dog. This ensures that they become a well-rounded and polite canine with all dogs they meet. The same should be done for other animals like cats, sheep, cow, and other animals you may come across. This will prevent your Chihuahua from becoming fearful or anxious when they come across them in the future. Well-socialised Malinois can make good family companions. They're great with children, especially if they've been raised around them. It is important to remember that they have a strong herd and heritage, so can sometimes lead them to nip at children's feet and ankles during playtime. An adult Malinois who's not familiar with children would be better suited to a home with older children who are mature enough to know how to properly interact with dogs. This is worth thinking about if you're adopting or rescuing an older dog. You should always teach young children how to approach and touch your Malinois and supervise any interactions between them to prevent bad behaviour from either side. Malinois can become aggressive towards other dogs and cats unless they've been raised alongside them. If you want them to get along well with other dogs and animals, it's important to start socialisation early. Ensure you use positive reinforcement and reward appropriate behaviour. The breed does have a naturally high prey drive and natural hunting instincts, which can make them challenging with other smaller domestic pets. This isn't to be said that they can't get along well with them if they're well socialised and raised alongside them. However, they should never be left unsupervised, as accidents can happen. The Chihuahua and the Malinois are two dogs with big differences. They are very different in size. The Malinois needs a lot more exercise both mentally and physically, but what they do have in common is their love for their family. While the Chihuahua is certainly a loyal and loving breed to people closest to them, the Malinois is the better choice if you have young children. Whatever you require when looking for a new breed of puppy, if you decide one of these is the right breed for you, then I'm sure you'll find them to be your perfect canine companion. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, make sure you hit that like button and get involved down in the comments section below. And don't forget, if you are new here, to make sure you subscribe. We have 3 dedicated Chihuahua videos coming here every single week. So I can't wait to talk to you again on the next episode of the Fenrir Chihuahua Show.